All right, welcome back. It's time now for the interview segment. Adire fabric, a traditional textile art form originating from southwest Nigeria, has seen a remarkable resurgence in recent days. Known for its intricate designs and vibrant colors, adire has captured the attention of fashion designers, interior decorators, and art enthusiasts worldwide. So today, to talk on exploring the opportunities for adire business in Nigeria, we have our guest Owoseeni Temitope, who sells the adire fabric. Good morning, Temitope.
Yeah, good morning.
Many thanks for joining us today. How are you doing today?
I'm fine.
Yeah, thank you for joining us. All right, let's begin with why you chose to delve into the adire fabric business, because looking at you and all of it, you seem educated, and you seem educated. You are educated, really, and selling adire fabric is not like a white collar job that so many people want to delve into. So why did you choose selling adire fabric?
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Let me start by saying adire fabric, as we all know, is a local fabric, which everyone knows that the mothers of the olden days do wear. So now, adire fabric nowadays, 24th century, is a little bit different from what we had in the olden days, because you know, things are coming up, technology. We all know that we are in the 24th century.
Yeah, civilization are setting.
Yeah. So now, let me start by saying, right from my school days, I have been longing to venture into a business of my own. Because right from the time I've said that I will never work under any man. Yeah, that's it. That's the fact. But then I was thinking that what will I do that will make me unique? What will I venture into that will different from what others are doing? Then people were going into different businesses and all that. But then I did not start because I wanted to focus on my studies. Now immediately I finished, I graduated. And after a year, although I worked under someone and as a secretary, but I said to myself, you are in the wrong place.
Wow.
You are in the wrong place. So, little by little, I saw a post online saying that buy your adire. I asked myself, what is this? Is this not the local fabric that we have? From there, I started purchasing online from one of my boss, Adire. So I did that for like 3 to 4 months, thereabout, for my own personal use. So people started seeing it and they were saying that, wow, they really love my attire. So I spoke with my boss and she said that, why not start this business? I sat and thought about it that, wow, this is what I've been waiting for. I started with 20,000 naira. In fact, the 20,000 naira, I even borrowed it because then there was no money. We were job hunting and all that.
Yeah.
So little by little, I started little by little, and I started telling people with my mouth that I'm selling adire. My neighbors, those are closer to me. And even my church members, I started telling them. To the extent of carrying bags from one house to another, you get another. In fact, wherever I'm going to, I'm carrying those bags filled with adire. So little by little, then, through the help of one of my auntie, I'll call her Fola, and she's out of the country now. She's a digital marketer, and she enlightened me on how to go about it. So she was the one that Ololade did not just come like that. Esther came from Esther, because Esther is my third name. And we are looking at local fabrics. What will people see and they say, now, no, this one is unique. So I formed it and said, Ayaoba, Aladire. So the name came like that, and
so how has the experience been for you? Like, how many years have you been in the industry so far?
Let me just say, I started buying the adire 2021.
Okay.
So I started the business fully January 2022.
So that means that it's about a year and some months from
exactly.
So how has it been like? Has it been rosy? Has it been smooth?
It has not been rosy. It has not been rosy at all. It has not been rosy. You know, different challenges cropping up and all that. And the thing is, when you are starting a business, you need to consult those that have gone ahead of you.
Very true.
Like those that have been in this business for 10, 15, 20 years. You get, so that you'll be able to learn from them and bring their own idea and advice to develop your own business.
So talking about the challenges now, what are the challenges that you faced so far, really? Can you kind of pinpoint them?
Number one challenge is capital. We all know that if you want to start a business, you have to have the capital and the money. Because looking at adire fabric, it will require money for you to purchase those fabrics. Because in adire business, they will say Ohore or Jare. You get. It's not like all these other business that it will be done before you bring the money. No. Adire business is you have your money first, then you have to purchase the material, the fabric. Then another thing I have challenge with is customers. The thing is, you have to study your customers. I noticed that some customers do have taste. Like they have choice of fabric and all that, especially ladies. We want something flashy and colorful and all that. Adire fabric is not only for women or ladies; it is for unisex. So another challenge I have is advertising, marketing. I do deliveries all over Nigeria, and by the grace of God, within this 1 year, I have delivered some fabrics to USA and London. So one of the challenges I have concerning advertising is concerning transportation, marketing of fabrics to customers that are outside or your vicinity is a way-bill
logistics issue.
You discover that some customers don't want to pay, or they will say, I won't be able to. So I will have to take it on myself, or sometimes have it that I'll do what do they call now?
Delivery.
A free delivery for some customers in different locations. Like now, for example, I do free delivery to Akure for some customers. I'll tell them you don't need to pay for your way bill. I'll do the way bill. Just buy your fabrics. You get.
Yeah. Okay. So now still talking about challenges. Definitely, there are some people that will or still do not appreciate the adire fabric. Now, in the course of advertising, or in the course of marketing your business, how do you tend to convince this set of people to buy what you sell?
Okay. The thing is, in business, you have to have a customer relation, number one. Then number two, how do you persuade your customers? You have to have a persuasive voice. You have to have a persuasive, how will I put it? A persuasive habit that will make your customers look at your fabrics and say, no, I want to go for this instead of this. And the way you even package your fabrics matters a lot.
Packaging.
Yes, very true.
The way you package your fabrics, adire fabrics, matters a lot. Are you the type that you just put your fabrics anyhow and it will look presentable? Your fabrics must be must look presentable to your customers, that whenever they even see it, even if they don't want to buy, when they see it, they will say, ah, wow, I will buy this product.
Okay, thank you so much for that. I'm talking about designs now. We know that for some people, they create their designs from scratch. They buy the fabric and they do all the old designs themselves. And for some people, they probably would have to buy from maybe in wholesale from a seller, from a wholesaler, and then resell. So do you come up with some of your designs, or do you have like unique designs that you put out? And also, do you make custom designs for people when it comes to adire? Like, do you a customer comes to your DM to say, I want to buy this, but I want you to customize it, maybe customize it for me, that my name or something else. Do you do that as well?
Okay. Now let me start by saying in adire, adire is diversified.
Okay.
It has varieties of materials. We have the polished material, we have the batik material, we have the printed ones, we have the artwork, and we have the silk, we have other ones like that. So within this little time that I've started, I have sat down and I have come to realize that if this person can do this, I also can do it. So now I sat down and I designed my own
designs.
I made one of the artwork. It was a gown. I made it from one of my customers. She was even confused and said that she doesn't know how to go about it. So I told her that she should not worry, that I'll take care of that. So she said she wants something unique. So I came up with the head of an African woman.
Wow.
On the particular gown top, and it came out perfectly.
Amazing.
In fact, I noticed that immediately I did the head of an African woman, another person copied what I did, and I said, it's always allowed. So the thing is, just sit down, think, be creative, create your own ideas, in fashion. One thing about fashion is just be creative. There's a particular style I wanted to sew, and I said, no, I won't sew it. Let me sew it like this, because everything is about creativity. And when I sewed it, it came out perfectly well.
That's good. Yeah. So still on what you mentioned something while you were talking. You said that you had a design, an artwork, and you designed it on the fabric, and somebody else copied you. And you said, oh, it's all fine and good, you can always copy. Shouldn't that be an offense when it comes to it comes to your business? Like, okay, somebody copying your idea, somebody copying your artwork without probably even taking the littlest thing, like taking permission and saying, oh, I want to do this, I want to just notifying you, okay, can I copy some of your designs, or probably maybe even paying some money for it, like just buying the artwork and all of that. So how have you been able to cope with all of this? Like, somebody will see your design and then copy it, or maybe some people might even take pictures of your social media pages and repost it on their own page. And how well do you do with all of this?
In fashion industry, let me just say, copying is allowed. Yeah, copying is allowed. But the thing is, even if you want to copy, don't just copy directly. You should copy and bring your own idea, bring your own
don't just copy and paste.
To it. Like, how will I make this thing different? how will I make this thing unique to my own taste? Even all those people producing film, you see those producing the piracy part of it.
Yeah.
So I think that's another major problem, or let me just say it's not a major slight problem we are having in this textile industry.
Okay. All right. Now, talking about adire, of recent there's been an issue of having a Chinese version of the adire fabric. How true is this, and how can an individual identify the Chinese version of adire being imported and the one made in Nigeria?
Yeah, about that incident, I heard it and I watched the video, especially the one that happened in Abeokuta, where some people were burning the ones that are imported from China. Now, I'll make these 3 points. Nigeria adire is made with fabric that is 100% cotton.
Okay.
That is the local fabric. The one made in Nigeria is 100% cotton, or at least 70% cotton. While the one made in China is polyester. Like, you know the 20 naira notes now?
Yes.
So the one made in China is polyester fabric. That is, it will be somehow slippery. And even
slippery and shiny.
It won't be of quality. You get? Then the second point I would like to make is Nigerian adire is handmade with a lot of effort.
No.
You see some of those batiks you are seeing, they are drawn with hands. They are handwork. So while the one made in China, they are being produced massively with machines. Even not with quality materials, with the fake materials. They will come down here and copy the designs on the ones we made locally and go and make it on a how will I call it, on a material that is not even up to standard, up to quality. Then the third point I would like to make now is Nigerian fabric doesn't fade out. The locally produced fabric in Nigeria doesn't fade out. That is the original ones. While the ones in China, they fade out easily. Recently I saw one and I said, definitely this is the one produced in China. But one thing I would like to say is that I discovered that the ones produced in China are cheaper than the ones produced in Nigeria.
Okay.
For example, we have the small batik and the big batik. Those ones are 10,000 naira. But you know, people prefer to go for things that are lesser. Looking at the rate, the issue in the country now. So people prefer lesser things now because of the cost, and instead of going for the original. Our locally fabrics here in locally made in Nigeria.
Fabrics here in Nigeria.
Then another thing I will say is that we should how will I put it? We should encourage our locally fabrics here in Nigeria, because I have discovered that we are producing it, we don't even value it. So those that are in overseas, they value it more than us here. For example, there is a particular fabrics I sent to USA, and the woman was like, when she got it, she said, "Wow, this is so beautiful. This is nice." But dealing with customers here in Nigeria, they will even condemn the fabric. They will condemn it and say, "What is this? I don't like it. What is this? Take it away. I want." In fact, some customers will even go out of their way and say they want a refund. And that's some of the challenges too that we are facing. So Nigerians should embrace our local fabrics than those in the outside world.
Thank you. So, with respect to this, you think that there is a future for adire in Nigeria presently, not even outside of the country? We know that outside countries abroad and all, they most times appreciate things made from, they appreciate locally made stuff when it comes to, adire and, other things like that. They appreciate it more because it's always scarce over there. So you see something that you see once in a while, it's more appreciated. So compared to Nigeria, well, now we're talking about Nigeria. Do you think there is a future for, adire, seeing that it's coming up? We have many adire entrepreneurs out there, but do you think that it's still something that everyone, maybe one in every 5 females on a regular day, you see one in every 5 females wearing an adire print?
Please come again. I don't get the question.
Okay, so I'm talking about the future of adire industry here in Nigeria. So I'm saying that, do you think that it is sustainable? Do you think that looking forward, you will see one female in every 5, in a group of 5 females, you would see one female wearing an adire print? Do you think that you see it happening anytime soon?
Well, I'll say yes. Let me be optimistic, yeah. Because there's a Yoruba adage that says, "Teni teni takisa and tato." You see, one thing I believe that what they are producing locally, that it can never fade away. It can never go into extinction because our forefathers have been using it, and we will continue to use it. And I see a future for adire, our local fabrics. So I just want to encourage the younger ones and everyone that are in the fashion industry. Let them embrace our locally made fabrics. You see all these fabrics that they are bringing, all those ones will go into extinction, but in Kotoba Jetiwa, it can never go into extinction. That's what I believe. And I see a future for our locally fabrics going international, going everywhere. I see the world embracing adire. I see the world getting into the business of adire, and by doing this, it will bring up employment for the younger ones, for the undergraduates, for the graduates who don't even know what they want to venture into. Through the training of tie and dye, learning of how to produce batiks and all that. So I see a big future for adire.
Oh, all right. Thank you very much. But before we wrap up, what if an individual wants to venture into this adire business? What do you think it entails? What does the person need to consider before venturing into the business?
Okay. For those that want to venture into adire business, I would say, number one, they do say the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a step. Definitely, you have to begin with a step. Take a step. Even don't say that you don't have the capital. Don't say that you don't have the capital.
Yeah.
Anything with you, begin with it. When I wanted to start mine, I started with 20,000 and I even borrowed it. So, anything you have with you, begin with it, and also be consistent.
Consistency.
So those that have gone ahead of us, one thing that works with them is consistency. Be consistent in whatever you are doing. And another thing, be unique. Create a brand for your name. Be unique. There are different people selling adire, but what makes your own adire unique? It will make you stand out of those selling it. So be unique. Create a niche for yourself. Create a name for yourself. And another thing, be committed. Be hardworking. Be committed. Rome was not built in a day. So that's my little advice for those that want to venture.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. It was nice having you on the program this
you're
morning.
welcome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. All right, that was Owoseeni Temitope, someone who markets and advertises adire fabric, and she has told us that Rome was not built in a day. Create a niche for yourself, create a name for yourself, and that a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a step. So that's all we have for you on the interview segments this morning. We're going on a short break now, and when we come back, Daybreak Africa continues. Please stay with us.